Remember that feeling of absolute euphoria you'd get as a kid on Christmas morning when you woke up and the exact present that you've been wanting all year was under the tree? Yeah, well, me either. Where's my pony, Santa Claus? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to more Kirby's Epic Yarn. We are putting the camel sofa in this apartment in hopes that a new resident will move in so we don't have to play Zeke's hide-and-seek minigame. What an amazing look, Kirby. Oh, look. Wow, this room is really just wonderful. Is anyone currently living here? My name's Beadrix, and I'll be the new tenant here. Pleased to meet you. Ah, another luscious lady has moved into the neighborhood. Beadrix be her name. Alright, so we are going to do the bead run minigame. Lots of people have been saying, how come you don't do this? You seem to be obsessed with beads when you play the regular levels. You'll love this minigame. Well, shows how much you know. I really hate Beadrix. I don't hate her. She's probably like a groovy chick. Look at her hairdo. I mean, that's awesome. But I hate these bead collecting minigames. They start off easy enough, like this first one here. We get 90 seconds, we only got to get 600 beads, and there's way more than that in this level. And plus we get to be UFO transformation Kirby, so it's really easy. We just got to suck up the boxes that are in our way, float down all the way to the bottom, and there's going to be a bead trigger. We ignite that bead trigger, or we hit it, whatever you want to call it. And then we just gotta suck up the beads on our way back up. It's easy peasy, but not all of the levels are like this. No, they get continuously harder, to the point like the margin of error is basically zero. Like if you screw up one time, if you press the button wrong a half a second too early or too late, you are going to fail and have to redo it. And that's why I don't like Beadrix's levels, but I will go ahead and show off a couple of them. Maybe I'll show off all of them, I don't know. It just depends on if I can actually complete them, but I am gonna try my best. Practice makes perfect. Alright. So there's a new bead collecting stage that opened up. Maybe we'll do that sometime in the future. Beadrix found this while she was out. Go ahead and take it, Kirby. Oh, I will take it. I'll take more than that. I'll take you to my bed, Beadrix. Alright, so we got the happy flower fabric. Kirby, jump rope. You need to get your cardio in. That lady from Biggest Loser, she's like, you're too fat, Kirby. Alright, so this is Steller Way. I was just listening to what I had recorded for the Beadrix run right before this, and I'm like, what the heck is wrong with me? Have I become so girl crazy that even a little pixelated sprite of Beadrix is enough to turn me on? Like, that's what's titillating now? That's just like getting to Charlie Sheen levels of addiction. It's really bad. Speaking of Charlie Sheen, what the heck is wrong with you, man? You had Denise Richards, and anybody who's seen the movie Wild Things knows, why would you not be satisfied with that? Seriously, man. Alright, so let's go over here. I need to get back on the tallest tower, and there it is. Come on, Kirby, we need to get this stuff, because if we don't get stuff, well, then we'll just have to obsess over female pixelated video game characters, and I've already said that's really disturbing. Alright, so we destroy Captain Feathersword, dodge the meteor shower, get away from me. More space pirates. How dare you get out of here. This is not Cowboy Bebop. This is Kirby's Epic Yarn. So get on here, pull the tab. Pull the tab, I said. And instantly, the meteors turn into beads. Oh, happy day. So yeah, I guess you could go around here and just keep driving back and forth in car Kirby transformation and collect a million beads. But we don't really need to do that because this level is not stingy like some of the levels. It's actually really generous when it comes to giving you beads, so I'm not going to worry about collecting every bead possible. Let's just swing over here, jump on the ladder, and actually wait. I think, yeah, I want to get this bonus star. I said, yeah, I'm not going to worry about getting every beads, but I got to get the bonus stars. I mean, they're so awesome. Alright, so we come to spinning platforms, which I hate because I'm not good at timing the jumps, but hopefully this won't take 10 minutes to make this one jump. Alright, so we go over here. The first jump is fine. It's this jump right here that kind of screws me over because I can't get the timing right. I don't anticipate when I'm supposed to go. I don't know. I have poor hand-eye coordination. I can't see. Come on. Aw, that should have been it. Alright, let's try this again. Practice is going to make perfect, or at least passable. Alright, so let's go over here. No. Alright, come on. You got this, Kirby. You're the man. Alright, there we go. We finally made the jump. Go over here inside this tunnel so we can get our first treasure, and I wonder what it is. It's star candy. This candy is imbued with the power of the stars. It has an extremely intense flavor. It tastes just like Megan Fox. She's the only star I want to taste. Alright, so yeah, you can see over there, there's our second treasure. We can't get it though because there's no doorway, and I don't know if you're actually supposed to climb on the top of this with your car, but whatever. I did it. We're gonna have to backtrack later and get that. You would think you could just jump up here if they would have installed another platform, but no, they couldn't be nice and do that. So we're gonna have to spin through here, and we're actually gonna get up there this way. See that little platform there? So let's go ahead, swing. I'm gonna have to spin back around because I messed up. Alright, Kirby. Don't give up on me yet. Go down here, get these beads. That's why I fell off. I was trying to get the beads. I didn't fall off, you know, because I messed up the jump. I was just trying to get those beads. Alright, so now we're going to jump on here. We go on the moon. Get away from me, you aliens. The moon and the stars are here. We can climb up to the top of there and see the treasures underneath, but I want to get this pull tab first because it has some awesome stuff. Alright, so now we're going to get our second treasure of the level. Go ahead after we break all these blocks right there. Swing low, sweet chariot. And we get the Steller Way music CD. We usually get these last, but this time they decided to give it to us as the second treasure. And we could go back the same way that we came before, but I'm gonna try not to fall down. So I can jump on the star, back on the moon. I'm gonna grab this guy on the way because he angered me. Come on, buddy, you're coming with me until I decide to throw you. And let's see, yeah, I'm gonna decide to throw you. So I can get this bonus star. I don't need you anymore. You're just dead weight. Alright, so let's go over here. Kirby's like running on a treadmill. Kirby, you're running, but you're not going anywhere. So we want to jump down here on these spinning stars so we can get the third and final treasure. It is the rocket bed. Sleeping on this bed may cause dreams of being a space case. Well, I'm already a space case, so I don't care. That actually reminds me, I forgot to mention this, but the other night I had the craziest dream, which is really weird because I guess I always dream. I guess everybody dreams, but I never remember my dreams. So this was odd enough in the fact that when I woke up the next morning, I actually remembered it. So I guess the reason that I had this dream is because right before I went to bed, I was watching the movie Boys in the Hood, and if you've seen it, it's awesome. Ice Cube, man. Alright, so yeah, I was watching that at a friend's house, and then when I came home, I was checking in on YouTube, answering some messages, and there's always somebody is doing a Pokemon Let's Play. So I watched a couple of that, and I'm sorry for not giving you a shout out because I don't know whose it was I watched, because a lot of you out there do it, and they're all great. So anybody who's doing a Pokemon Let's Play right now, I was watching it and it was good. So I'm talking about you, not anybody else. Alright, so we get this spaceship transformation. If we tap the button, it's going to spread out our shots, which is what I like to do. If you hold down the button, it's going to fire like a straight stream, and then you don't have to keep pounding on the button. But I like to keep pounding on the button so I get that wide burst, and also so my forearms get a workout because my thumb gets all tired. That's just how I roll. Alright, so let's see if I can finish this story without getting interrupted again. So what happened was, I watched the movie Boys in the Hood, and then I came home, I was checking some email on YouTube, I was watching a couple of Pokemon Let's Plays, and then I went to sleep right afterward. And I guess somehow, in my subconscious, the memories of Pokemon and the memories from Boys in the Hood, they started mingling together in my head, and because I had this crazy dream, all of a sudden I'm sitting in the shotgun seat, I'm sitting next in this car, and I look over and Ice Cube is driving the car, and he's like, "You ready to do this?" And I'm like, "What? It's Ice Cube!" So, but I had to be cool because it's Ice Cube, so I didn't want to freak out. I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm ready to do this," and I didn't know what we were doing. So then he leans over and he hands me this red and white ball, and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Alright, man, it's about to get real." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So we were driving by somebody's house, but instead of some dude in the back having a gun, he pulls out a Pokeball, and a Bulbasaur jumps out and starts doing Razor Leaf and destroying everybody's windows. So there's glass firing everywhere, but nobody has guns. It's like a Pokemon drive-by, and I'm like, this is the craziest thing ever. And then a Zubat just flew through our car window. Cube's like, "Get down, man." Alright, they gonna pay for that now. I was just like, what in the world's going on? And then I woke up, but yeah, that was it. Gangsta Pokemon, Pokemon the Hood, whatever you want to call it. If anybody out there is good at making flash animations, the kind of stuff you see on Newgrounds, you should totally make a movie of that, because it'd be the most ridiculous thing ever. Maybe somebody already did do that on Newgrounds. Maybe that's what I'm remembering, something that I saw there years and years ago. I don't know. But that was just my dream. So I'm not trying to say I came up with this idea. This is just the stuff I dream up. So maybe it's something I'm remembering seeing something from way back when. I don't know. I'm not trying to steal anybody's idea. We got the Switch patch. But that would be a cool movie. If there is a movie like that out there, send me the link, send me the PM of it so I can see it again, because I don't know, it's just a crazy dream, man. Any dream where you're driving in a car with Ice Cube, it's gonna be crazy. But when you throw Pokemon into the mix, it just makes it that much better. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to fight a boss. This is Meta Knight, my favorite boss of the whole game. Just because he's the coolest guy. I remember thinking before when this game started, I was like, where's Meta Knight? Well, here he is. He got sucked into this ridiculous yarn world too. But he's still cool, even though he's yarn Meta Knight. Alright, so the way this is gonna work, Meta Knight is going to have this little place, this little circle thing, that's going to keep handing him swords. So we got to keep snatching them away from him before Meta Knight does that to us. Hits us in the bottom, because we don't like that. So basically what you want to do is just keep your distance, and then Meta Knight is going to shoot these little beams at us. You can lure him in close, throw back the little yarn beam that we sucked up, and then steal his sword. We're going to repeat this 4 times for each of his swords. The green sword is pretty easy, then he gets a blue sword. As he gets more swords, he gets faster, and the sword can do more cool techniques. So there you go, there's his blue one, and I missed sucking up the little beam, so I'm going to have to wait to counterattack him. If you try to throw the little ball of yarn that you get from sucking up these beans at him any other time, instead of like right after he immediately attacks, he's just going to block it. He's going to parry it, however you say that. Yeah, he's just going to block it, so let's wait till he spins around, throw this at him, grab his sword, and then he's like, oh no! Alright, but somehow, mysteriously, somebody's gonna hand him another sword, and this one is his pink sword. His Meta Knight is so manly, he can even rock a pink sword. Or maybe it's purple, I don't know, I'm not good with colors, and I'm not good with fighting bosses apparently either. Get away from me, Meta Knight! Jeez. That was like crazy, you're not supposed to do that many attacks in a row. Alright, let's suck this up. Come get me now! Take this. Alright, so let's steal this sword. Now you're only gonna have one left, but the last sword he's gonna get is gonna be a doozy. We're gonna need to collect 2,800 if we want to get the super awesome patch. And we did that, now we just gotta hang on to it. So when he gets this red sword, he's gonna be able to throw tornadoes across the screen. The only way you're gonna be able to dodge them is to go to the far ends of the screen. If you get caught in the tornado, you're gonna get sucked up to the top of the screen, and it's gonna have spikes there, so you wanna avoid that. This sword has a long reach, man. Alright, stop doing the same technique. Alright, we're gonna have to hide in the corner until the tornadoes pass. We'll just have to wait for him to do his little attack on us once again. Come on, Meta Knight, get some! Alright, then we grab a sword, just like that. Meta Knight is done. It's not that tricky of a boss, but it is like hard to do it perfect. Like if you had to do a run where you never got attacked once by Meta Knight, that would be pretty hard. So if you can do that, I tip my hat to you because I cannot. Just like that, we are done! Oh no, that means we're gonna have the narrator again, another boring cutscene. Brace yourself, folks. We have the Meta Knight music, the satellite patch, and we got the magic yarn.
We did it! We got the magic yarn!
Yay!
The magic yarn shimmered and spiraled and swirled high into the sky.
You know, if you guys were gonna recycle this scene over and over again, at least you should have made it good. Like, at least you should have got a narrator who had a cool voice. Not this guy who's like, we got the magic yarn, boys and girls. This is not dandy. We fixed it.
And Patchland was stitched back together thanks to Kirby and Prince Fluff.
Prince Fluff did nothing. Kirby did all the work.
Thanks, Kirby.
No problem.
I couldn't have done it without your help.
Duh.
Kirby and Prince Fluff jumped for joy, but their celebration was cut short when Meta Knight awoke. Kirby, forgive me. I blame the yarn. Meta Knight explained to Kirby that Yin Yarn was taking over Dreamland. This upset Kirby. He had no idea how to get back to Dreamland. I've got it, Fluff declared. Prince Fluff pulled out a sock just like the one Yin Yarn had stolen from Patch Castle. Socks always come in pairs, and now that Patchland was stitched back together, the other sock's magic had been restored. Be careful, Kirby. Yin Yarn is one mean piece of string. He'll be fine. After all, I'm going with him, Fluff said, and they all set out for Dreamland to button up Yin Yarn's story once and for all.
Yeah, I'm sure Prince Fluff is going to be a huge help, considering he did nothing to help us when we were here. I'm sure he's going to do a lot for us in Dreamland. Alright, so let's head on out of the smelly socks, and this is Dreamland. But we're not going to be exploring this just yet, because we still have 2 more levels yet to do in Patchland, so we're going to be going back there next time. See you guys then for more Kirby's Epic Yarn.